All right, so at this point, you should be super comfortable with heel slide and toe slide side slipping. And I say that really knowing that you might not be as good at toe slide now and you think you're good enough. I have to enforce, you have to know toe slide better than you know heel slide. It'll make your life much, much better in the future. You just have to believe me. Please learn toe slide, practice it twice as much as heel slide. But in this video, what I'm gonna go over is kind of zigzagging, or what they call a falling leaf. Let's get into it. So I try and adjust my board. Yeah! Woohoo! As you're sliding with your heel slide, you should have this nice, smooth, consistent speed. You should understand the angles. And as you're coming down, you have equal weight on both your legs. So you're coming down the hill with equal weight on both legs, looking downhill where you want to go and be real comfortable that way. If I want to go to my right, all I'm going to do is I'm going to get in that nice snowboard stance. I should be side slipping. I'm just going to shift my body over. So my body is shifting. My upper body stays the same. I'm not tilting. I'm shifting my weight at the hips to put more pressure on that right binding. What that's going to do, it's going to add pressure to that right binding, and the snowboard's naturally going to turn down a little bit, and it's going to side slip that direction. And then once I get to a point over there where I'm comfortable, I want to bring that, shift that weight back to the center, and I'm going to side slip straight down the hill. And then I want to go to the other side. It's the same thing. I shift my weight, keeping that stance over that left foot, and that drops that adds that pressure to the left foot, and that's going to drive me that way. So I'm still looking downhill, but I'm drifting one way or the other, right? And if I want to bring it back to sliding straight down the hill, I shift that weight back to the center, and I'm going straight down the hill. Same thing on the toe slide. As we're coming down, we're sliding and sliding, sliding, equal weight. We have a nice even icing cake behind us here. And what we want to do is shift our weight one way or the other. And that's going to add that same pressure we did on the heel slide to that leg, and it's going to drift us ever so slightly, just one way, back to center, shift over the other leg, and we'll be heading that way as well. So if I want to, for example, if I want to go to the left, and I want to go further this time, I don't want to be just barely sliding over that way. I want to really get over almost to a carve. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start equal weight. I'm going to shift my weight over top of that leg to the left, keeping that back straight. I'm not hunching or anything. It's just shifting that weight over that leg. I'm going to start drifting that way. As I start drifting that way, I'm going to turn my body a little bit. That's going to drop that left foot, and I'm going to really start kind of going a little further on the side. I'm still side slipping, but I'm moving quite a ways over. If I want to get back to the center, I'm just going to stop the turn, bring back to center, equal weight, and now I'm side slipping straight down. Same thing on the toe slide. All we're doing, if I'm coming down the hill this way and I want to go there, I'm going to shift my weight over that leg, and I'm going to turn my body just a little bit at the shoulders and the hips, and that's going to drop that foot, and now I'm able to carve across. Same thing, bring it back to center, equal weight, and then I'm going to shift my weight over this foot. That's going to start dropping me. I'm going to turn my body just a tiny bit, and that's going to get me going across the hill. Again, I'm still doing a side slip. I'm not carving, but I'm able to come across. Yeah, so that's zigzagging, or the falling leaf, and that's just how we get around on the mountain now that we know how to side slip toes and heels, and it's crucial to get good at this. And we're at a point now where mileage really becomes key, and that's just getting out on the slope, doing as long a runs as you're comfortable doing, whether that's hiking up if you're more comfortable that way, or the magic carpets, rope tow, T-bar, chairlift, whatever you're comfortable on. Getting up, getting as long a runs as you can, and really getting good at this. And it's going to be tempting to stick to the heel edge because you will get better at it. You will look less silly when you're better at something, but I cannot stress enough, put double the time or triple the time into the toe edge, because the next steps of turning require that you are extremely comfortable on both heel slide and toe slide. And we'll be getting into turning in the next video. Phew.